Well, hello everybody from our saviors and beyond who's checking in with us. It's great to see you. You see my partner Anders there. Say hello, Anders.
Hello, Anders.
And Kira's there too. She won't be quite such a smart aleck, I'm sure. But did you say hello, Kira?
Yes.
Oh,
Can you? Is your volume on? Tap tap.
I love technology.
That upsets the Jeffs.
Yeah, thank you, thank you very much. I appreciate the respect that is due to me. That means. Hey, is that a dog?
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
Say hi, Lars. Yeah.
Oh, Lars, it's good to see you. So, hey, friends, we're trying to do something new and informal, kind of fun. We're gonna try to post this every now and again. So it's a conversation, and one of the things we wanted to do is just let you know we're thinking about you. You're in our prayers. Any particular greeting you just want to give to the congregation? Kira, just first, anything you want to tell people? Say hi, a greeting to folks.
So today is pickup day for our supplies at schools, and so just know that teachers, we're thinking about you and we're praying for you. We know how hard this is. We know how hard we don't know how hard it is. We can only assume how difficult this is for you to say goodbye to your kids for now. Hopefully we'll be back May 4th. But to say goodbye to them for now and to get all the supplies ready and to figure out your distance learning stuff, I can't imagine being thrown into this. And so we are praying for you guys and for all of your students. We know that you care very deeply about all of your kids. You worry about those that need the connection to schools. And so we hold you in prayer.
Yeah, thanks, Kira. How about you, Anders? Any quick opening remarks for our?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I miss everybody. I mean, it's been weird to be around the church and there's nobody there except for, of course, the staff that I love so dearly. But it's just strange, to be there on a Wednesday and hold an evening prayer, and there's nobody sitting there. But we hope that your smiling faces are behind your computer screens or phone screens or however else you're able to see those videos. I also want to say thanks for your patience and thanks for your grace in this whole process. As we've made the joke many times and many other pastors have, this was not a class that we took in seminary, Pandemic 101. So it's just been an experiment that we have been working with over the last couple of weeks. But thanks for being patient with us as we try to figure out the best way to communicate with you and be in community with all of you too.
And for my part, thanks, Anders. Thanks, Kira. For my part, I just want to say thank you to all of you for what you're doing to care for each other, to care for your families, to care for your friends. It's not easy to do from a distance, but there are things that we all do every day that reach out to folks. Maybe you're like us. We do daily check-ins with our kids on the phone. Our pastors and Kira have been trying to make those connections with people too. Thanks to all of the folks that are out there in essential services, to the people in law enforcement, to the people who are first responders, to our health caregivers, to everybody who's doing what needs to be done. The grocery store folks, my goodness, we are really grateful for the things that you do, and we want you to know it. And also just let us know too. You can call the church if you've got concerns. If you need to let us know what's going on in your world, don't hesitate to do that. Our agenda today is a simple one. We just wanted to share 3 things. And the first one is just some best practices. And Kira is the one who's had most experience with this, because she's been in her house for 2 weeks, and now based on what the governor's telling us, 2 more. Kira, what insights would you like to share?
Just kidding.
You don't seem like you're kidding to me.
Just to scream.
So for us, watching the news of the governor yesterday was really hard because we have been in our house for 2 weeks. Owen and Mitch have gone out just a couple times to play catch in the yard, because I think Owen's going a little stir crazy in this house, as we all are. But best practices, I'm an oils person, so our diffusers are going all the time in our house. It can't hurt, right?
Uh-huh.
And so we're always diffusing our oils. We make our kids wash their hands all the time. But for me, I need social interaction with people. So this morning when I got to see Anders and Jeff's face on my screen, I was so excited. And so you guys, there's Zoom out there for free. If you need help trying to figure out how to Zoom your friends, call me, I'll walk you through it. Or go to Facebook Messenger, and you can add in some of your friends that you're friends with on Facebook, and you can have a video chat with them, and it's super slick. So I would say that. The second thing is probably the third. In our household, we've talked about what it means now that we're not supposed to be going out for the next 2 weeks, especially, and how it's going to be really hard. So after Saturday, please remember, Mitch and I and my kids do not have the coronavirus. We never have. We are quarantined because we were exposed to somebody that had it. None of us are showing any symptoms of anything except for going stir crazy. So please know that after Saturday, like, I will be in the yard with my kids, and we'll go for walks. But if I see you, I'm probably not going to on Sunday, the side of the congregation that I stand on, I think I give a hug to almost every single person. And it's really hard for me not to do that. So I will probably say hi, and I'll probably go the other way because I just can't contain myself. I'm an affectionate person. I need social interaction. I need physical touch with people. And so please stay away from each other still. It is important. It really is.
Yeah.
We need to do this for every single person out there who is more susceptible to how critical their health is, to just stay away from each other. So best practice.
Thanks for some good advice. And Anders, one of the things we wanted to make sure is that there would be a word of hope out there, and you're the man. So let's hear some sign of hopefulness that you've seen.
So there's been a lot, even though it seems to be a dark time for many people, and my coworkers are going to start barking here in just a second. So, so one of the things, just to add on to Kira's best practices, one of the best things that I've been able to do is just get out and walk, to take a break from my phone, to take a break from the news. And while I was on a walk the other night, there were little hearts drawn on people's driveways, all over the neighborhood. And it was just a sign to say, you know, if you're walking around, you're feeling lonely, somebody is still out there thinking about you and loves you dearly. And, you know, the way that I look at the world through the eyes of my faith, that was a sign from God, that God continues to be there, much like the rainbow in the story of the flood. And so God continues to be there with us, loving us, and just a little sign of love can go a long, long way. Another thing that's made me hopeful is the folks that I serve on the community cafe board with have really stepped up to think about the ways that we're going to meet the needs of this community as this social isolation continues to go on for a little bit longer. The need is going to be greater for folks to have a fresh, hot cooked meal. And so the community cafe has stepped up and now is taking orders over at Robinwood and hopefully in a couple other places around town that folks might just appreciate a warm meal on Tuesday night. So those are just two pretty brief examples of the way that I've seen some light in this time, some hope. And I'm going to mute myself and let Jeff talk.
Thanks, Anders. And the last thing that we've talked about, every day we meet with our staff via teleconference, and now we're going to be doing it through Zoom. And one of the things we've realized is that we need a healthy sense of humor in this process. It's heavy. Life is hard. Lisa and I watched a Netflix comedy last night that was just outrageously funny, and there are all sorts of things that might bring some joy to your life. Some of you know that I am a dad, and also that I like dumb jokes. So you put that together, and that means that I like dumb dad church jokes. And so I've got a few. But actually, I want to give the ground for my argument here, because a fellow by the name of G.K. Chesterton once said, "A good joke is the closest thing we have to divine revelation." Ooh, I hope you believe that. But here's another one that says, let me find it here. Laughter is the hand of God on the shoulder of a troubled world. And I think that's true too. For me, I think back on a relationship I had with a friend who was a psychiatrist, and we were dealing with some really dark days. And I said, so how are we going to know if we're okay? How are we going to know? And he said, well, when there's laughter, generally people are doing okay. And so if there isn't much laughter, if there isn't much joy, it's probably time to start thinking about how you can get the support you need. Reach out to professionals. There are all sorts of helplines out there. You can call our church at any time. But please know that laughter is, as some have said, the best medicine. So I just have to share some really, really dumb jokes here.
Anders, you have to unmute yourself so he can feel heard in this.
Yeah,
So
I want to.
you can see my eye roll, but I'll try to laugh.
Wait. So wait a minute here. Okay, I just saw one that was really pretty. Oh, here we go. Did Eve ever have a date with Adam? No, just an apple. Don't do the face plant. Come on. Let's see what else here. Oh, why is it necessary to be so quiet in church?
Is it?
It's so you don't wake up the people who are sleeping. How do groups of angels greet each other? Hello, hello, hello. Wow. That is just not really that funny, is it? Let's see here. Oh man. This is an old one. I remember actually this from my childhood. Where is the first baseball game in the Bible?
Where?
In the beginning, Eve stole first, Adam stole second, Cain struck out Abel, the giants and the angels were rained out.
There you have it.
Yeah. Oh, this is actually, I have a nephew who's a dentist. Lisa and I have a nephew who's a dentist who can't practice these days. And I think I'll send this to Matt later today. What's a dentist's favorite hymn?
I don't know.
Crown him with many crowns.
Oh gosh.
Ugh.
I should have seen that one coming.
Ugh.
You should have.
Oh.
Okay, one really last one, bad one here. Let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. This is the last one. Why don't skeletons play music at church?
I don't know.
Because they don't have any organs.
Yikes.
Okay, I plan to go pray now. Absolution for the worst jokes in the world.
Oh, they were pretty good though.
No, don't lie. Lying is a sin.
They were great dad jokes.
Thank you.
True.
Hey, just listen. Know that you guys are all in our prayers. We hope if you want to pass this video on to somebody else, you will. Remember that you can always reach out to us and that you're in our prayers. Kira, you got a parting shot for the crew as we wrap this thing up today?
Just know that we are here to support you in whatever ways that you can think of that you need support, or even if you just need to talk.
Yep.
If you need a good joke, call Jeff.
If you need a bad joke, call Jeff.
Bad Jeff. Yeah. Call Jeff.
If you need
for
a
the
bad Jeff,
joke.
call Kira.
Yep.
How about you, buddy? What do you got, Anders?
This is just a crazy weird time. And so just continue to take care of yourself in any way that you can. And if that means that for some time you just need to put down your phone and stop scrolling through Facebook and seeing negative posts and posts that maybe contradict to each other, that might be a good thing. Read a book, take a walk outside. There's a pretty good book called The Bible, which if you have a little bit of time, you could dig into. It might be helpful and informative for where you find yourself in all of this. So peace be with you. Know that we're here if you need us, and we will continue to be.
And I would pick up on Anders with that idea of connecting up with the scripture. Last week I shared the idea that all you have to do to open up to the heart of the Bible is go right to the middle of it, and there you'll find the book of Psalms. And going through that book of Psalms at a time like this might be really, really helpful, because there are Psalms of praise, there are Psalms of confession, there are Psalms of complaint and anger. There are Psalms that really bring good comfort. And so do that. And remember you're in our prayers. Keep praying for your staff too. Thanks for checking this out. And just know that that we love you and that God is with you. And as that good friend once said, remember, germs and Jesus are everywhere. So wash your hands and say your prayers. God's blessings, guys. Thanks, Anders and Kier, for making this work. And we'll talk soon.
Blessings,
Peace.
everyone.